Hello, I'm Stella Peterson, and I will be interviewing Dr. Jeff Myers, music history professor from Concordia College. What period of time would you say was the fullest for ancient Roman music?
You know, that's a hard question to answer, in part because we know so little about Roman music. We don't have any pieces of music. We don't have any notation. So all we have is people writing about music, about what happened. So we know that music happened. They talked about music happening in the theater, and it happened in like meetings of people, symposium, and it happened in homes, and it happened when they went to war, but we don't really know what it sounded like. So it's hard to know when it was at its fullest. It kind of happened the whole time.
Who was a famous musician in ancient Rome?
Probably the most famous musician of ancient Rome was a theorist named Boethius. So he was not a playing musician, he taught music. So he wrote about music, he wrote textbooks about music, and he thought about it. And actually that's what a musician means in ancient Rome. It's not someone who played an instrument, like played a trumpet or something like that. It's someone who wrote about it and taught music.
What were some instruments that Romans played?
They played a lot of instruments that actually came from ancient Greece. So a lyre, which is kind of like a very small harp. They played an aulos, which is a double reed instrument. The one instrument they had that was sort of their own was called the tuba, which may sound like it's an instrument that we know today, but it's not. Think of it more like a tube, a long tube. So it's more like a very long trumpet, but they call it the tuba.
What were some styles that they played, like classical or rock?
Styles, again, it's hard to tell because we don't have any music itself, but we know some of it was for the theater, because ancient Greece had theater music, so we know that the Romans had music that they played in the theater. So you can imagine a play going on and music that was accompanying the play, so not like a modern day musical, but you know, if there was war happening in the theater, they would play music that sounded like war. Music was also used within homes, so you might think like lullabies or parties, more upbeat kinds of music. We wish we knew what it sounded like, but we don't even have a single note of it.
Where were some events that Romans would play music at?
The theater, I mentioned that already. The one thing is, you probably know, the Romans did a lot of warring. They went to war a lot. Ancient Rome conquered lots of countries. So that's one of the events, is they actually played the music at war. The instrument I mentioned earlier was the tuba, and that would have been one reason we know that they developed the tuba, is because they went to war a lot, and so this was the instrument they used during the war.
Would you say that we still play some music or music styles from ancient Rome today?
I would say yes and no. No, we don't play any particular pieces, but yes, we do have the instruments, so we do play music in that way from ancient Rome.
How popular would you say music was in ancient Rome?
Based on what we hear people say, it was very popular. So it was used in all sorts of events, used in the homes, used in plays, used at war. People talked about it, and so it was probably quite popular, given how much they wrote about it.
Would you say that music was one of the main entertainment sources in ancient Rome?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was maybe their biggest entertainment source. The Romans were more interested in going to war and in building things. You know, they built, of course, bridges and things like that. And so they would not have, they were more entertained by doing that kind of stuff. But music was a part of home life and a part of the sort of social life of ancient Rome.
Music history professor from Concordia College.
Hello, I'm Stella Peterson, and I will be interviewing Dr. Jeff Myers. Digger! Hello, I'm Stella Peterson, and I will be interviewing Dr. Jeff Myers. Can you move the dogs or something?
Nice.
Hello, I'm Stella Peterson, and I will be interviewing Dr. Jeff Myers, music history professor from Concordia College. So when would you say was the fullest period? What were some instruments that Romans played? I'm gonna do that one. What were some instruments? Would you say we still play some music or styles of music from ancient Rome that
Better. All right, honey.